Okay, so about that thing that you said that I said that I apologized for, I want to prove to you that I did not say it. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Precious Izubechi. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. Today, I am going to be doing a continuation of a topic that I started in a previous video. The video where I talked about things that you should refrain from doing during a fight with someone, or an argument with someone. And so if you've not seen that video, it's right here. Please watch it. But then today I'm going to be talking about things that you should not do when you are in the conflict resolution stage. Because after a fight or an argument, a heated argument, there is supposed to be the next stage, which is the conflict resolution stage. Some people do not get to this stage because there are a lot of people who don't like talking about problems. They just love to avoid the issue and run away and do all of that. But if you are in that place with someone where you have to talk about an issue that you had that had not been resolved, there are certain things you should avoid doing. And I'll go straight to it. Number one is justifying the names that you called them. So assuming that when you were having this issue with this person, you did some name calling, you called the person names. When you are trying to resolve the issue, that is not the time for you to be justifying the names that you call them. Even if that person deserved to be called that, you should not even be mentioning that. Okay, if that person is saying that, okay, you called me foolish and I did not like that you called me foolish. Even if that person is actually foolish, please don't try to justify it. Don't tell them that, yes, now, because you were sounding foolish now, you were talking foolishly, so that was why I said you were foolish. It's not as if, no, don't do that. Just apologize for it and say, oh, I'm sorry that I called you foolish. But do not justify that. Don't add salt to injury. Number two is playing the victim card. Now, sometimes during this kind of conversation, you might actually be feeling like you are the victim because the person might be saying things that you don't quite agree with. And you might actually genuinely feel like, I think I'm the one that's being victimized here. But to the best of your ability, try to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Try to calmly understand their point of view. And even if you want to defend yourself in any way, do it in such a way that it will not invalidate the other person's point or invalidate the other person's feelings. Do it in such a way that the other person would feel heard and understood, and will even feel the need to hear you and understand you. And at the end of the day, you find out that, okay, this person will even start apologizing to you if it's a reasonable person, because yeah, so if it's a reasonable person that you're having the conversation with, the person would see reasons with you and would understand that, okay, you are actually the victim here and will say sorry to you. But whether you are the victim or you're not the victim, try not to play the victim card. Try to have a conversation from a place of understanding of the other person's point of view. Number three is refusing to have a conversation with the person who is suing for peace. So you've had this issue with this person, and this person is the one coming to you and trying to have a conversation with you about what happened. And then you are like, please, I don't want to talk to you. Please, I beg, leave me alone. You can decide not to have a conversation if you've known this person for quite some time and you know that they have a track record of being toxic. with their words, with their actions, and that their apologies don't ever mean anything because they apologize and then they go back to doing the same thing and they even do worse. And then you've gone through that cycle over and over and it has not helped you, it has not helped your friendship or your relationship or whatever. And then you can choose to go the other route, which is not having a conversation. But if this is someone that you share a close friendship with, someone who you care about, someone whose relationship you still want to hold on to, I feel like if this person is suing for peace and wants to have a conversation, you should indulge them and have a conversation. Don't dismiss people that are trying to have conversations with you just like that. Okay, even if you're not feeling up to it at that point, maybe because you are still angry and you know that you might say things that you're not meant to say, you might, use words that you would regret later on, you can communicate to that person that, oh, I don't want to have a conversation now because I am still angry and I don't want to say things that I will regret. So please, can we have this conversation on a later date? Being condescending and telling the person, please, I don't want to talk about that, is very disrespectful, and it will not make your relationship or your friendship any better. Number 4 is gaslighting. Gaslighting is all shades of wrong. Somebody is telling you the color of this thing is black, and you are saying, no, you are wrong, it is white, and we can all see that this thing is black, but you just want to make that person feel stupid and look crazy, and then the person will start, doubting themselves and wondering, what is it? Is it that I do not have an accurate memory of what actually happened? And you are having, you are trying to resolve an issue, and the person is telling you, so you said this to me, and I didn't like that you said this. And instead of you to acknowledge that you said it and then apologize for saying it, you are telling the person, I never said that. I can't remember saying that. I never said that. Now, I'm not going to rule out the fact that sometimes we say things and we don't remember saying it. It happens. We say things just so quickly and it's not registered in our brain that we actually said it. And I'm also not going to rule out the fact that while you're trying to resolve a conflict with the person can actually lie against you and say that you said something, and because you can't remember saying it, you apologize for something you actually did not say. These two things can actually happen. It has happened to me before. Someone said, you said this to me, you said that, and I am this kind of person that once I'm trying to resolve an issue with you, if you bring something up, I'm going to say sorry for that and let's just keep moving on, right? I don't like, stretching issues like that. So if we are trying to resolve an issue and you say, oh, that was how you said this to me and you said that to me, I'm going to tell you, I'm so sorry, I did not mean to say that. In my head, I'm like, I can't remember saying this, Sha. Sometimes I might tell you, I can't remember saying this, but I'm so sorry if I said it. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. So it has happened to me before, and then I later, the person said I wrote some things while we were chatting. And in that moment, I didn't start going back to the chat to confirm if I actually said it. I just apologized for it and moved on. And then later on, I went back to the chat and realized that I never said any of those things. So that means the person lied against me, right? So all of those things are part of gaslighting. The person can lie against you and say, you said this, while you actually did not say it. Or you could be the person doing the gaslighting. The person is saying, you said this, and you actually said it, but you are denying saying it. Now, I would say that the best thing to do is to apologize for saying it, even though you cannot remember saying it. Whether you can remember saying it or you cannot remember saying it, I think the best thing to do at that point is to say, I am sorry for saying that. Except you have proof, and that proof is right there. Like it will be easy for you to get the proof that you actually didn't say that. Then you can show the person, maybe via chat or text message or whatever, show the person that, see, oh, this thing that you said that I said, I did not say it though. And then you can move on from there. But if it's something that you actually said, I don't think it is right for you to start denying that you did not say it. Because when you do that, you are trying to make the person feel like they are going mad or something, that they cannot remember things accurately, or they are trying to cook up stories against you. Now, if you find out that you are the victim of gaslighting in that situation where you're trying to resolve an issue, well, I would say that you should still apologize at that point, but later on when you realize that this person gaslighted you, I think it should give you a clue what kind of person this person is, and then should help you to understand how to relate with that person from that point henceforth. I don't think the right thing for you to do is to go back after you have finished resolving the conflict, and then you go back to this person to say, okay, so about that thing that you said that I apologized for, I want to prove to you that I did not say it. No. I know that it is tempting. Like, you are done having a conversation, and then days after that conversation, it occurs to you that there was something this person accused you of doing that you apologized for, that you did not do. And then you are tempted to go back to this. No, don't do that. Just let it go. It's hard, but just let it go and keep moving. And maybe you can now decide to distance yourself a bit from this person, knowing that that they can easily gaslight you any chance they get, and it will not be good for you. And number 5 is refusing to accept the apology when it is given. You know, have you ever been hurt by someone and the person did not apologize to you, and you had to hold on to that hurt, knowing that you will never get an apology from this person, and knowing that this person knows that they hurt you, but they don't care about you enough to apologize? And then you now have to do the work of letting go of that offense and forgiving the person, knowing full well that you are never going to get an apology. When you are in that kind of situation, you would begin to appreciate more people that apologize when they offend you. The next time when someone says to you, I am sorry, you will take that I am sorry. Now, I know that there are some apologies that are really fake. There are people who say, I am sorry, they just throw it to you like, oh, you're sorry now. I'm talking about heartfelt apologies, genuine apologies. When someone genuinely says to you, I'm sorry for what happened, please try your best to calm down and shift your anger one side and accept the apology. Accept it first. And sometimes, even after accepting the apology, it might still take some time for you to get over what the person did to you or said to you. It might still take some time for you to, get over the anger and the offense, right? But accept the apology first. And tell the person that, see, okay, I've accepted your apology, but it's still going to take a little time for me to adjust, right? So you have to understand that it's going to take a little time for me to adjust, because right now I'm still feeling angry about this or about that. But, saying to people, I don't care about your sorry, I beg just be going without your apology, I don't think is the right thing to do, because proud people do not apologize. It takes humility for someone to actually apologize for something wrong that they've done. It takes a lot of humility. If a proud person offends you like this, you're on your own. Their pride will not allow them to say sorry to you. So when someone humbles themselves enough to say, I am sorry, please tell the person, apology accepted. but right now I'm still processing my feelings. So you would understand me if I do not relate with you like before. Just give me a little time and I will sort myself out. I believe that we can all be mature in conflict resolution. It's just that pettiness will not allow a lot of people to be mature. But I believe that with maturity, we can go a long way in resolving our conflicts amicably without making things worse. And I hope that having watched this video, that you have learned one or two things that is going to help you in your relationship or your friendship with people, such that you will not make things worse during or after an argument with people. So thank you so much for watching this video, and till I see you next time. Bye-bye.